I am so sorry. I am so sorry that I took so long. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I tried to make sense of it and I couldn't. I am so sorry that I kept you all waiting for so long. That was quite unprecedented, if I might be so bold to say. I thought I had it under control, but I guess I didn't. I guess I didn't have. I guess I didn't know how to set up a stream as good as I thought I did. And now I'm 20 minutes late. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hi, hello everybody. Oh, hi, hello everybody. Hi, it's me. I'm back to do some undoubtedly stunning radiant research. Very late. I'm sorry again, but these kinds of, I mean, it's barely the second stream. You know, it's barely the second stream, you know. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How's the volume? Am I too loud? Am I too loud? I think I'm too loud. Hang on. Hello? Hello? Is the sound okay? Is the music okay? Does everything sound good? Does yeah, I think it's good. Okay. Hi. So, yeah, that happened. That was not part of the plan. That was not part of the plan at all to take so long. Next time, I'm gonna have to get ready like an hour just setting up stream just so this doesn't happen, hopefully. But we're here now, and that's all that matters. How are all of you, how are all of my dearest degenerates doing? Hope you guys are ready for some tantalizing, plaptastic, and dare I say, scientific research today. Today we are doing the thing that I promised last stream, in which I said that we would go over Pokemon and smash or pass, and kind of go over our reasoning for why we would want to smash, because for far too long people have gotten comfortable saying that they would smash this or pass that, smash, pass, but why? You see, that's a question that nobody answers. Why though? Why? And so today we're gonna do just that. Today I'm going to subject myself to going through as many Pokemon as I can today. I don't think we're gonna go through all 1,000 today. That seems like quite a lot. That seems quite daunting. But we'll hopefully get through. We'll hopefully get through a fair bit. Let's get let me just check that yeah, okay. So, how many of you guys have actually smashed or passed Pokemon before? I'm quite curious. I kind of have technically played Pokemon Smash or Pass slightly, but not like actually officially, not actually on the website. But I have among hush whispers and certain behind certain closed doors have in fact played Pokemon Smash or Pass once or twice, you know, casually. But today it's the real thing. Today we're gonna go over exactly how we feel. So, let me just. So, I think, if there's one, this kind of a little bit of a side topic, but if there's one way to judge somebody's character, it's by what Pokemon they would smash. Okay, so I think without further ado, we should start to get in because we have a lot. We have 1,000 Pokemon to get through. Okay. So first one. You see this little fella right here? That's Bulbasaur. Some might call him the cabbage turtle. But me personally, I can't smash this. I can't smash this poor little Pokemon. Look at him. He basically, as some people would insinuate, looks like a turtle with a cabbage on his head. How am I supposed to smash that? I mean, I could see how somebody could, but me personally, I can't. It looks too adorable. to be able to actually smash that. So I think for this one, it's going to be a very easy pass. 36,000 others, however, would disagree. We know 361,000 would disagree and would argue ferociously with me that Bulbasaur is in fact actually smashable. That's actually quite a daunting number. But me personally, I stand with the others and I'm going to pass. But next we have Ivysaur, which is basically a blooming turtle thing. I mean, it's like a small cute little turtle thing with a giant rose on its back. Which, don't get me wrong, it's quite lovely, and the very thought of him basically always having a flower for you is quite admirable, quite endearing. Still not smashable though, in my opinion, and the reason for that is it's just basically the same thing as a Bulbasaur, but he's offering you flowers this time around. It's nothing has changed realistically. Nothing has changed realistically. Although, because something very important to also note is the fact that because of this giant flower on his legs, on his back, he's unable to stand on his hind legs. So you're kind of trapped, or kind of deemed to kind of be in a certain position if you were to smash this specific Pokemon. Just considering the fact that he can't go on his hind legs. So because of that, because of the limited nature of Ivysaur, and because there's technically not much difference from Bulbasaur, I'm going to pass. Venusaur. Basically, Bulbasaur, but as a very, very large big boy with a giant palm tree on its back. So now, instead of actually offering you a rose or a flower, as is appropriate in most circumstances, he's offering you a giant palm tree on his back. Which, I mean, that's kind of endearing. That's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. It says right here, if you look, the plant blooms when it's absorbing solar energy. It stays on the move to seek sunlight. So, So, it's a solar-powered turtle with a giant palm tree on its back. Although now that I think about it, every plant is solar-powered if you really think about it. I can't quite see myself smashing a Venusaur. I mean, he's pretty, he has a certain, I dare say he's a slight bit cute, but I don't think I would smash and get down in that way with this particular specimen. So because of that, not only that, but he's a poison type. So yeah, I'm going to pass. Charmander. No. Absolutely not. I refuse. He's much too... He's much too... adorable to smash, kind of. In the sense that he looks like a giant bulbous-headed lizard, And not only that, but this Pokemon prefers hot places. And I don't like hot places. I prefer gloomy, sad weather with slight hints of rain. And it says right here, when it rains, steam is said to spout from the tip of its tail. So basically, no matter where you go, you're going to be always hot with this specific Pokemon. So you're kind of deemed to be in a hot environment all the time when you're with this Pokemon. And not only that, but if it does rain, then he basically makes steam. And he's basically a mobile sauna. So you can imagine how, to someone who doesn't like hot weather and hot conditions, this is quite a lose-lose. So, I'm going to pass. Now, Charmeleon. I mean, when it swings its burning tail, it elevates the temperature to unbearably high. No, pass. I'm sorry, but it's for the exact same reason as before. I don't like hot places. I don't like hot conditions, and I am not particularly keen on very hot creatures. You know, I would dare say, and I'm not sure how controversial of an opinion this is, but I would say that hot monster women, even like fire women, are kind of a no-go for me. Smash pass? You guys would smash pass Charizard? Honestly, I mean, it is the big boy Charizard. And he does have flying, which is pretty dang cool. It's pretty dang neat. Aviation is quite a fascinating thing. And it says, Spitfire that is hot enough to melt boulders, known to cause forest fires unintentionally. But I mean, that's just by choice. That's just by choice. By the looks of it, from what I can tell, Charizard isn't hot all the time like a Charmeleon or a Charmander. Although, I think Charizard is very massive. Incredibly massive. So massive that he could probably very easily crush and destroy me. So, This kind of at the end of the day, for a feeble human such as myself, it kind of comes down to, do I really want to be crushed? Do I want to be destroyed? Do I want to be just pressed into a bowl of mush, into a heaping ball of mush? I'm going to say maybe if it was a one-time thing, yes, but because I feel I would not be able to handle more than one time thing with this one. So because of that, I'll pass. Next, Squirtle. A water type Pokemon. We're moving away from fire and we're moving into water. After birth, its back swells and hardens into a shell, powerfully sprays foam from its mouth. I'm going to pass. Mainly because sort of like with Charmander. I'm forgetting my Pokemon already. It's just too. It's too much. It's too adorable to be able to smash. I can't in good conscience do that. So I'm going to pass. Now, War Turtle, on the other hand, has potential, but is not quite there yet. You see, it says right here, it often hides in water to stalk unwary prey. For swimming fast, it moves its ears to maintain balance. So, it's a very fast swimmer. It's a very, very tantalizing water Pokemon. It's very, how do I put it? It's very agile and very, very capable in the water. But it's basically just it's sort of basically like a Squirtle that can fly underwater. Kinda. In a certain weird metaphorical sense. Pass too throwable? Nah, that too. Yeah, I'm going to pass. Now Blastoise on the other hand. A brutal Pokemon with pressured water jets on its shell. They're used for high-speed tackles. You see, the main problem with Charizard is that he was just too massive. But Blastoise, I think, is right on the spot. So, I'm going to... I'm going to... Smash. Next, Caterpie. I'm going to pass. I am going to pass. Because it's a bug. It's a bug-type Pokemon. And I don't do bugs. I don't particularly like bugs. And then it's basically a caterpillar. Let's just be honest and be honest with ourselves and just admit that it's a caterpillar. It's a caterpillar with a unibrow. That's all Caterpie is at the end of the day. Its short feet are tipped with suction pads that enable it to tirelessly climb slopes and walls. So it has suction cups for feet, and it's a caterpillar with a unibrow and suction cup for feet, so path. Metapod. It's a cocoon. It's a cocoon. The Pokemon is vulnerable to attacks while its shell is soft, exposing its weak and tender body. That causes me nothing but displeasure. I'm going to the thought of that. I'm going to pass. A Butterfree. This is just a butterfly. This is just a butterfly mixed with sort of certain moth qualities. Aside from that, it's not really much else. In battle, it flaps its wings at high speed to release highly toxic dust into the air. Oh. So it's a toxic butterfly. Passed. Next, Weedle. Often found in forests, eating leaves, it has a sharp, venomous stinger on its head. You know, I feel to a certain group of people, this could probably be appealing for certain things. Certain insertive things in certain areas. But for me personally, I will pass. Kakuna. Almost incapable of moving, the Pokemon can only harden its shell to protect itself from predators. Okay, so this is basically another cocoon, but gold. Insert hardened joke here. Yeah. But Kakuna. I don't want to smash a cocoon. Okay, I don't. And then it's a poison cocoon. That just screams a very bad time. So I'm going to pass. Beedrill, another bug type Pokemon. A poisonous bee that kind of looks more like a wasp. It has 3 poisonous stingers on its forelegs and its tail, and they are used to jab its enemy repeatedly. Yeah, so it is a what you call it? It is a wasp. It's a wasp in bee clothing because it can stab multiple times. And no, pass. Ferociously, in fact. Pidgey. A common sight in forests and woods, it flaps its wings at ground level to kick up blinding sand. It's a pigeon. Well, not really a pigeon, but it's a bird. I can't. No, pass. Pidgeotto, another bird, but with a very stylish haircut. It's very protective of its sprawling territorial area. This Pokemon will fiercely peck at any intruder. Pass. For the fact that it looks too much like a bird, and it's basically a woodpecker. But not. Pidgeot. Another bird with an even more stylish haircut. When hunting, it skims the surface of water at high speed to pick off unwary prey such as Magikarp. It's still a bird though. With a very, very stylish haircut. Or is it even really a haircut because it has feathers? Come to think of it, you can't call it a haircut unless it actually has hair and not. You can't call something with feathers a haircut, can you? I feel like I'm going to think about this way longer than I should after this stream. I like Pidgeot Smash. Wait, that's crazy, but I respect it. Pass from me though. Ratatata. The rat. It's a rat. It's a purple rat, which I do like purple in case you couldn't tell, but it's still a rat. And no. Unless it's a rat monster woman or a rat, or maybe a rat femboy. No. Pass. I don't know. Do you see the thing that I'm seeing? First off, let me explain my confusion and my disdain. Do you see what I see? Do you see it? Do you see those teeth? Those chompers, those massive teeth that he's carrying right there. Ground meat is what I'm going to be after if I decide to smash that. So no, pass. Those teeth are terrifying. Hard pass. Exactly. Next, Spearow. It flaps its small wings busily to fly. Using its beak, it searches in grass for prey. I get that it's trying to kind of look... I get that it's supposed to look kind of like a sparrow. But to me, for whatever reason, it kind of looks like a... It looks like a weird mix of sparrow and chicken. So, either way, it's still basically just a bird. So no, pass. Fearow. It's a very cool bird. I do like Fearow in terms of how it looks. Still would not smash that. Path. Ekans, the snake boy. The poisonous snake boy. Moves silently and stealthily. Eats the eggs of birds such as Pidgey and Spearow whole. I mean... Oh, but he's poison though. He's poisonous though. I don't think I want to smash a poisonous Pokemon. But he can swallow whole though. He can swallow whole. Like completely. It depends. It depends because we need to. There's a lot of missing information in this that I would like to know, such as what is the severity of the poison that he has? Is it kind of like, does he have poison that kind of makes it almost like you have a rash, and that's kind of it, or is it kind of more so like, like poison, like the kind that you would get like if you were to swallow, like from rat poison. I'm not making any sense. How harsh is this poison is what I'm trying to say. You know, I think I'm going to risk it for the sake of science. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to smash Ekans. Now Arbok. Arbok is basically Ekans, but with actual fangs from what I can tell. And not only that, but with a very neat little what's the word? What do you call it? A neat little thing on his a neat little you get this to end. You get the little extra design thing that he has on his thing, which kind of to me looks like another face, and not particularly a pleasant face to look at. So because of that reason, for that reason alone, I think I'm going to pass. Pikachu. No, I can't smash Pikachu. Who realistically can look someone in the eye and say that they would smash Pikachu? Realistically speaking, it's Pikachu. Actually, I'm going to pass, but how many? 449,224 would smash Pikachu. That's wild. That's quite crazy, I would be so bold to say. You would smash Pikachu? Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy, wild, and absolutely perplexing. But, I mean, it would hurt though too, wouldn't it? Because it's a lightning Pokemon. That's the thing also. And for that reason also, and for that reason, and the fact that it's basically a Pikachu, but with a different color scheme, I'm going to pass, and with a different tail, I'm going to pass Raichu. Sandshrew burrows the deep underground in arid locations far from water. It only emerges to hunt for food. So it's a shut-in of sorts. It's a shut-in, and it's a burrower. I'm going to pass. Sandslash. No, I don't like the thing. I'm not particularly fond of all the spines on his back. It's basically, he's kind of basically like a little armadillo in a way. So I'm gonna pass. Nidoran female. Nidoran of the female variant. Although small, its venomous barbs render this Pokemon dangerous. The female has smaller horns. No, 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 no. This looks too much like a Rattata. A Rattata. So I'm going to pass. And yes, that includes a Nidorana. Now a Nidoqueen on the other hand. Its hard scales provide strong protection and uses its hefty bulk to execute powerful moves. Honestly, I mean, honestly, I like the fight that it has in it, so I will smash that. Nidoran male. Nidoran of the male variant. Stiffens. No. Just like the Nidorana and just like the Nidoran female, I'm going to pass a Nidoran male, and that includes a Nidorino. Now a Nidoking, on the other hand, it uses its powerful tail in battle to smash, constrict, and break their prey's bones. Yeah, that big smash, very big smash. Clefairy. Its magical and cute appeal has many admirers. It is rare and found only in certain areas. Realistically, to everybody watching, realistically, would you guys smash a Clefairy? Would you guys smash a Clefairy? Because think about it, it's kind of a rare variety. That's a thing. It's a rare variety. It's a fairy type. There's no poison. There's nothing really stopping you. But no, but There's nothing dangerous, realistically, that Clefairy can do to you. But I don't know. But at the same time, now that I'm really looking at it, now that I'm looking at this with now that I'm looking at Clefairy with a sound mind, I'm going to pass. And yes, that includes a Clefable as well. Vulpix. At the time of birth, it has just one tail. The tail tail splits from its tips as it grows older. Again, Vulpix is kind of one of those Pokemon that it's just too adorable to really smash. I can't in good conscience smash a Vulpix. I can't in good conscience. So I am going to pass. A Ninetales? Now see, a Ninetales kind of makes it a little bit more tricky. A Ninetales, very smart and very vengeful. Grabbing one of its many tails could result in a 1,000-year... No. Pass. No. If there's one thing that kind of makes me a little very uneasy, it's It's Pokemon that can give curses. No, so no. But Jigglypuff. We're on to Jigglypuff, another fairy type. When its huge eyes light up, it sings a mysteriously soothing melody that lulls its enemies to sleep. I mean, that sounds nice, doesn't it? That sounds nice. He basically sings you a lullaby that puts you to sleep. It's practically guaranteed. But if you're trying to smash... No, wait, but that's when its huge eyes light up. It can choose to, so... No. No, but at the same time it looks too much like a Clefairy at the same time. So I'm going to pass. Wigglytuff. Body is soft and rubbery, and when angered, it will suck in air and inflate itself to an enormous size. Okay, so already, right off the bat, I know there are probably many people that would be into Wigglytuff. Many people that would be into Wigglytuff. But I'm not that person. Certain people who are into certain inflative activities would be really into Wigglytuff. They would have a field day with Wigglytuff. They would do everything they could with Wigglytuff. But me personally, I'm going to pass. Next is Zubat. Forms colonies in perpetually dark places and uses ultrasonic waves to identify and approach targets. So it's a bat. It's a bat, basically. No, path. It's basically a bat. Golbat. Another bat, but just with an even bigger gaping mouth. No, pass. It's literally just a bat with a giant gaping mouth and 4 large fangs. No, thank you. I'm into that, but still no. Yeah, pass. Okay, yeah, pass. Oddish. Oddish has always struck me as kind of just like a vegetable Pokemon. It's a tuber Pokemon specifically. You know, like radishes, and what leeks. You know, Leeks, the vegetable. That's Oddish. That's what Oddish reminds me of. That's what Oddish reminds me of, like a turnip. So no, I'm going to pass. Gloom. I mean, I'm not going to... I'm sure there are people that would love to smash Gloom, but me, I'm just not really that interested, really particularly. Not because he has a very extravagant piece of headwear, and not because he's drooling all the time, but more because he... I don't like his haircut. Yeah, path. No, Vileplume. Basically a Gloom, but with a giant flower. That kind of also looks like a mushroom if you kind of look at it from an angle. It has the world's largest petals, which is pretty dang fantabulistic. With every step, the petals shake out heavy clouds of toxic pollen. Okay. So, let me paint you a picture. So let's say that you're smashing this Pokemon, right? And as you can imagine, smashing is a very exertive, highly physically intensive, activity. So can you imagine how much toxin is going to be in the air? Pass. Paras. 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 The crab boy. No. I'm going to pass on the crab. I'm going to pass on the crab. They're basically the spiders of the ocean, and you'll find out very quickly how I feel about spiders. Path. Parasect. Parasect. How do you guys feel about Parasect? It'll snip you? Dangerous? Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it has some very big boy claws. It will definitely do some damage. So, because of that, I'm going to pass. Venonat. Isn't Venonat just basically a gnat? Like the insect? You know, G-N-A-T, I think it's spelled. A gnat. Basically kind of like a fruit fly, but like not. Yeah, I'm going to pass. I don't really like bugs all that much. Next. Venomoth. No. Again, it's a bug and it's a moth. Which, I'm actually not like a lot of people that hate moths. I don't want to have suggestive acts with a moth. So, no thank you. Next, Diglett. Diglett lives above 1 yard underground, where it feeds on plant roots, and it sometimes appears above ground. You guys know that meme? Have you guys seen that meme of Diglett, where this is just his head, and the whole rest of his body is just kind of this big, jacked, very muscular, very largely proportioned Pokemon underneath the surface? I'm thinking about it, right? He has potential. Okay, now hear me out. How thick is he? Right? We don't know. Here's the thing about Diglett, right? We don't know just how he is beneath the surface. Nobody knows what lies underneath the ground. And for that reason alone, purely for the sake of science and for the sake of finding out for research, I'm going to smash a Diglett. And yes, that includes a Dugtrio as well. These are questions that need to be answered, and if I have to subject myself to that, well then so be it. Meowth. Fun fact, Meowth is one of my favorite Pokemon. And because of that, I can't bring myself to smash a Meowth. Not only that, but Meowth can actually communicate. A Meowth can actually speak and talk, and so he could definitely, like, there's no telling that the Meowth that you want to smash has a problem with you, and the thing is, unlike the other Pokemon, he can actually verbally tell you that he has a problem with you. Yeah, no, I'm going to pass on a Meowth. Mainly also because he's one of my favorite Pokemon. So I'm going to pass. Persian. A Persian is just basically a cougar, isn't it? But like not the other kind of cougar. It's like Or no, is it kind of like... No, or am I thinking of like a mountain lion? Now that I look at it, it kind of looks more like a mountain lion more than anything. Yeah, no, I'm going to pass on a person. He can verbally consent at least? Oh, that's true. Meowth. No, but then Meowth is one of my favorite Pokemons. I can't. I can't. Psyduck? Psyduck, though. No, I can't smash Psyduck. I'm going to pass on Psyduck. Psyduck kind of just looks confused all the time. Sort of a little like me. Like, it just seems like he has his whole head in a little wee bit of a tizzy. And because of that, no. He already has enough going on in his head as it is. But Golduck? Often seen swimming elegantly by lake shores, it is often mistaken for the Japanese monster Kappa. He's an elegant swimmer. He has no poison or anything really stopping me, really, from smashing. As in there's nothing really dangerous about him. So smash. Next. Mankey. Extremely quick to anger. It could be docile one moment, then thrashing away the next instant. Okay. How many of you guys would actually smash a Mankey? Be honest with me. How many of you would actually smash a Mankey? I'm very curious. I'm very curious to know, because he basically he has anger issues, first off, which is already a little bit, a tiny bit troubling. And he's also very, to some level, aggressive. Thrashing away at the next instant. Imagine you're smashing him, and then all of a sudden, he just starts beating on you. Just out of nowhere. Like a giant whirlwind tornado. Sort of like the Tasmanian devil from Looney Tunes. No, but I had to think. I would have to think about it. Me personally, I wouldn't smash a Mankey. Personally, he has way too many anger issues by the looks of it, and not only that, but he's also extremely aggressive. I'm going to pass. Primeape. Always furious and tenacious to boot. It will not abandon chasing its quarry until it is caught. Okay, so you see, I feel some people would smash Primeape mainly because it's very clear he's someone who finishes the job. But that being said, he's always angry. Okay, always angry. Mankey is quick to anger. Primeape is always angry. So I'm going to pass. Growlithe. Very protective of its territory. It will bark and bite to repel intruders from its space. And it's a fire type. I probably should have mentioned earlier. I probably should have mentioned at the start of the stream, but there are a lot of Pokemon that I don't know. There are a lot of Pokemon that I don't know too much about. So if I get information wrong about these Pokemon, I apologize. I do know Pokemon, some, but I don't know every Pokemon. And I don't know something about every Pokemon. And that includes Growlithe. I don't know much about Growlithe. Other than what it's telling me here. And from what it's telling me, and just by looking at it, I'm going to pass. It's too adorable. Arcane, a Pokemon that has been admired since the past for its beauty. It runs agilely, as if on wings. That does sound most enticing. Wouldn't you agree? But that does sound enticing, and it has my respect and admiration. But I'm going to pass on the smash, yeah. Poliwag. Basically like a... Isn't Poliwag basically like a hypnotizing tadpole, basically? Its newly grown legs prevent it from running. It appears to prefer swimming than trying to stand. Yeah, it's basically just a hypnotizing tadpole. But I do like... No, I would not smash Poliwag. Poliwag and Poliwhirl are also some of my favorite Pokemon. So I'm going to pass. And like I said, Poliwhirl, I'm going to pass as well. Poliwrath, however, has potential. An adept swimmer at both the front crawl and breaststroke, easily overtakes the best human swimmers. I mean... Would you guys smash a Poliwrath? Would you guys smash a... Would my dearest degenerate smash a Poliwag? Or is that a no-go? If you're into hypnosis, there's better options, pass. That's true. Because I respect Poliwag and Poliwhirl and basically the entire family of Polys, I'm going to pass on Poliwrath. Next we have Abra. Using its ability to read minds, it will identify impending danger and teleport to safety. I'd want that. Not Abra necessarily, but the power that Abra has. I'd want that. It sounds very nice. It sounds very useful. But I'm going to pass on Abra. Kadabra? Oh. See, I always confuse Abra and Kadabra, and no, I always confused Abracadabra and Kadabra. I always think that Abracadabra is the one with the spoon, and Kadabra is the one with the swinging pocket watch or whatever. It emits special alpha waves from its body. Oh, alpha waves, you say? That induce headaches just by being close by. Okay, no, path. I don't get headaches very often, believe it or not. I don't get headaches very often, and I don't want to start. So, next we have Alakazam. Its brain can outperform a supercomputer. Its intelligence quotient is said to be 5,000. Okay. That's... Smash. I mean, come on, did you really think that I wouldn't smash a very highly intelligent being? Machop. I'm not going to smash Machop. That is a pass from me, of the highest degree. He's much too adorable. I can't do that. No, Machoke on the other hand. Machoke. Oh, dear goodness me. Its muscular body is so powerful, it must wear a power save belt to be able to regulate its motions. So, literally, he's so strong and so powerful that he literally needs to control it with a belt. Machoke smashes you? Exactly. Actually, that's exactly my thought process. What a superb way of putting it. And for that reason I will smash. Anyway, Machamp, the four-armed big boy. Using its heavy muscles, it throws powerful punches that can send the victim clear over the horizon. Now hear me out. No, what am I saying? I was going to say something foolish. I was going to say something like, see, I can handle, Machoke, but I can't handle Machamp. Machamp is just too much, but I think Machoke is also way beyond human, withstandings. So because of that, Machamp is fair game as well, so I will smash. Bellsprout. Oh boy. So, would you guys smash a Bellsprout? Be honest with me. Would you guys smash a Bellsprout? Would you guys smash a Bellsprout? A carnivorous Pokemon that traps and eats bugs, and uses its root feet to soak up needed moisture. Honestly, realistically speaking, he's a sproutling. Like a sapling almost, but has already sprouted. I think. See, because here's the thing, it traps and eats bugs. It's carnivorous. It's basically like a what's the name of that what's the name of that carnivorous plant? Actually, there's many carnivorous plants. But that one plant that is like I'm trying to think of at least one. That one fly trap thing. It's basically like that, but with a very tubular orifical mouth. I'm going to say Venus flytrap. That's it. Venus flytrap. The Venus flytrap. It's basically like one of those plants, but it has a very unique way of catching bugs. But here's the thing. Humans aren't bugs. And I'm a human. Oh, this is so tricky. I'm going to say for science. And because this is Pokemon number 69, I am going to smash Weepin' Bell. It spits out poisonous powder to immobilize the enemy, and then finish it with a spray of acid. I think I'd prefer to not have poison and acid sprayed on me, thank you. You can argue with me on it, but I don't think that acid and poison make good lubricant or anything that could possibly be involved in smashing. Or or because I feel there are some people that would argue with me on that one, but also this one looks a little. No, you know, I'm gonna pass. I'm going to pass. Pass. Somehow I feel that the Bellsprout was somehow even more sophisticated than than a Weeping Bell, for whatever reason. A Victory Bell, said to live in huge colonies deep in jungles, although no one has ever returned from there. Okay, see, here's the thing with the Bellsprout. The Bellsprout was small enough to where he just catches like flies and bugs, and there's no way that he's going to be able to eat you as a human. A Victory Bell looks like he could actually eat you as a human. A Victory Bell actually looks like he'd be capable of doing that. So I'm going to pass on a Victory Bell. Acid is not the kind of wet I want to be getting. Yeah. It's quite a doozy. Tentacle. Drifts in shallow areas. Anglers who hook them by accident are often punished by its stinging acid. Yet another acid Pokemon. Yet another acid having Pokemon. But tentacles. We're starting. For someone who likes tentacles, this could very well be something. Me personally, though, I'm not really too into tentacles. I'm not really too fond of tentacles. I respect them. I respect the suctiony, wet, slippery extremities that are tentacles. But I myself I'm not too keen on tentacles. So I'm going to pass. Tentacruel. Tentacruel is basically the same as Tentacool, but instead of being cool, he's cruel. The tentacles are normally kept short. On hunts, they are extended to ensnare and immobilize prey. Okay, so to someone who's if someone is into tentacles and binding, this would be a dream come true. I'm not really that, though, so I'm going to pass. Geodude. The punchy Rocky. Found in fields and mountains, mistaking them for boulders, people often step or trip on them. It is basically just a punchy Rocky, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to pass. Not only that, but I don't think it would be very pleasant to smash. I think I would. I'm going to go on a limb and say that smashing a Geodude would actually be quite painful. It wouldn't be a very fun time. Graveler. Rolls down slopes to move. It rolls over any obstacle without slowing or charging its direction. It's a big rock. It's a big boy rock. But it's still a rock. I'm going to pass. Golem. It's boulder-like body. Hard pass. Hard pass. Hard pass. Some might even say rock hard pass. Its boulder-like body is extremely hard. It can easily withstand dynamite blasts without damage. Okay. I don't think that me as a pudgy, soft human will even be able to make a dent in this guy, so I'm going to pass. Ponyta. Its hooves are 10 times harder than diamonds. It can trample anything completely flat in little time. Okay. Does anybody wish to be trampled by a Ponyta? Because this seems to be one of those Pokemon that smash you rather than you smash them. And I don't particularly like being trampled or stepped on. There are a lot of people who do, but me personally not. But me personally not so much. So I'm going to pass. Rapidash. Very competitive. This Pokemon will chase anything that moves fast in the hopes of racing it. Okay, so if someone is really into racing and smashing, maybe perhaps even competitive smashing, like competitive fast smashing, Rapidash would be your Pokemon. But me personally not, no. I'm going to pass on that one. I'm going to pass, but I know many would say yes. Yeah. Many would say yes. Many would be so quick to say yes. to getting trampled by a Ponyta, I'm assuming, is what you were referring to. Slowpoke. Incredibly slow and dopey. It takes 5 seconds for it to feel pain when under attack. I feel if you smash a Slowpoke, it's not going to know what's going on half the time. And that, in and of itself, feels wrong. So I'm going to pass. Same with Slowbro, for the exact same reason. Magnemite. Okay, now this is where we start to get into the metallic Pokemon. Into the metallic boys. Uses anti-gravity to stay suspended, appears without warning, and uses Thunder Wave and similar. Isn't Magnemite the Pokemon that... Isn't Magnemite the one that... I think I heard... It's one of the magnet Pokemons that, like... It's one of the magnet Pokemons that gives you headaches if you get too close to it. Is it Magnemite, or is it another one? Because I'm not sure. Either way, I don't think I'm going to smash Magnemite. Yeah, no. I'm not going to smash a magnet. Magneton. Formed by several magnets linked together, they frequently appear when sunspots flare up. I'm going to say no on Magneton. And the same thing. I'm going to say no on Farfetch'd and Path, because it's a cute duck with a leak. No, or not a leak. Is it a green onion or no? Oh, I don't know my vegetables. Which one was that? Which one was that a leek or a... I'm not sure. Doduo. A bird that makes up for its poor flying with its fast foot speed. Leaves giant footprints. I don't know anybody that would actually smash a Doduo. Because he's basically practically a mutated bird. So because of that, I'm going to pass. Dodrio. Description said spring onion. Oh, a spring onion. Oh, okay. Dodrio. I'm going to pass for the same reason as duo. Seal. I'm going to pass because it's basically a seal. A very cute seal. Path. Dugong. I'm going to pass on the dugong because it also looks too much like a very cute seal. I want to give it head pats more than anything. I want to give it head pats underwater and call it a good boy, but I don't want to smash it. Grimer. Grimer appears in filthy areas, thrives by sucking up polluted sludge that is pumped out of factories. Okay, I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass on this apparently very filthy sludge Pokemon that is made literally from waste from factories and is poisonous. That's basically like smashing an oil spill, isn't it? Kind of. That's basically like smashing an oil spill. Yeah, I'm going to pass. Muck. Muck. Would you guys smash muck? Thickly covered with a filthy, vile sludge. It is so toxic. It is so toxic. Even its footprints contain poison. Okay, pass. Okay. The first one was like smashing an. The first one was comparable to smashing an oil spill. Muck is comparable to smashing. Is comparable to smashing oil with irradiated oil with rabies. Shelter. You guys see what I? Do you guys see what I see? I see potential. I see a very amusing time. Its hard shell repels any kind of attacks. It is vulnerable only when its shell is open. Ooh, so that makes it even more special, because if you were to smash Shelter, by him being open, isn't he technically being vulnerable with you and opening up to you? Yeah, big smash. 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 Cloister. When attacked, it launches its horns in quick volleys. Its innards have never been seen. Okay. So this is quite an interesting Pokemon. I'm going to say smash. Ghastly. Fun fact, Ghastly is one of my absolute most favorite Pokemon. And because of that, I can't bring myself to smash it. It's Ghastly. Come on. This mischievous little ball of gas? No, I pass it out of respect and admiration. Same thing for Haunter. There are a lot of people that would smash Haunter. I would not be able to smash Haunter. He has there's sentimental value. No, there's sentimental respect for Haunter. So, just like with Ghastly. So I'm going to pass. Gengar. Gengar. Under a full moon, this Pokemon likes to mimic the shadows of people and laugh at their fright. Why do I feel that Gengar is the kind of guy who is the kind of specimen, the kind of individual that would enjoy scaring whoever it is that he's going to smash and then relishing in it? Why do I feel that he's going to try and scare me, and then as I lay there shaking and then as I lay there shaking in fear, he's just having the time of his life. For that reason, I'm going to pass. Okay. Pokemon number 95. Onyx. By the Pokemon 95 out of 1025. Onyx. The rock caterpillar. The giant rock caterpillar, rock snake, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, same thing with the Geodude. I don't think it would be. I don't think it would. It would be very pleasant to smash an Onyx. You pass. No. There are a lot of people that would probably smash an Onyx. In fact, I'm going to pass. But as you can see, 194,000 people. No, 194,283 people would smash an Onyx. So, there's definitely a charm about Onyx, but me personally, I don't think that would be a pleasant time. Drowsy. Puts enemies to sleep, then eats their dreams. Occasionally gets sick from eating bad dreams. I don't want to smash Drowsy. And not because of the way he looks or anything particularly, but more so because I feel that if I feel he could probably put someone to sleep on accident, and mid-smash you just collapse. So I'm going to pass. Hypno. Oh, it's Hypno. I thought it was Abracadabra or Kadabra, the one that has the... No, it was Hypno the whole time. Okay. When it locks eyes with its enemies, it will use a mix of PSI moves, such as Hypnosis and Confusion. Hypno is one of those Pokemon that is kind of hard to trust. But you kind of really have to trust this fella, this Pokemon, this being. So I don't know if we're there yet, so I'm going to pass. Krabby. Literal crab. I'm not smashing a crab, so pass. Kingler. A much more raunchier looking crab. No thank you. Voltorb. The Voltorb. A ball. Usually found in power plants. Easily mistaken for a Pokeball. They have zapped many people. Oh right, they're electrical balls. They're electro balls. Yeah. See, I feel Voltorb would be very great for people in a very specific niche of smashing. You know, if you like electricity in during smashing, and if you like electricity during smashing, and you like using balls for certain things, whether it be for cavities, if you get what I mean, and or even just to fondle with, Voltorb would be your ideal choice. But me, I'm afraid of electricity, and I don't really want to play with balls necessarily. So I'm going to pass. Next, Electrode. I don't like the way that he's looking at me. I'm going to... I don't like the way that he's looking at me. I'm going to pass. Execute. I don't... See, there are certain Pokemons that you could very easily do, but Why would you, realistically? Like, execute is basically just a pile of eggs. You could smash a pile of eggs right now. Nobody's stopping you. Nobody's stopping you from going into your refrigerator and getting a pile of eggs and just smashing them. Is it going to be a fun time? Well, debatable for depending on who's doing the smashing. But I don't want to smash a bunch of eggs. Sentient eggs, nonetheless. So I'm going to pass. And I don't want to smash a giant palm tree with faces. Legend has it that on a rare occasion, one of its heads will drop off and continue on as an execute. You don't like the one that is open? Like, is that his brain? Oh yeah, there's a cracked execute. Huh. That is so peculiar. That is so bizarre. Come to think of it, is that egg in the back even alive? Theoretically? Or... Quite a conundrum. Oh, right. Executor. I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass on the giant palm tree with many faces. Cubone. I'm going to pass on Cubone, because if you know the story of Cubone, it is a very lamentable story. A very unfortunate, lamentable story. So out of respect for Cubone, I will pass. Marowak. The bone it holds is its key weapon. It throws the bone skillfully like a boomerang to KO targets. I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass. Purely out of respect for it, like for Cubone. Hitmonlee. When in a hurry, its legs lengthen progressively. It runs smoothly with extra long, loping strides. Now hear me out. Theoretically, okay? Theoretically, Hitmonlee has legs for days. He has legs for days. The legs never stop. Or actually, they probably do stop. But he has a lot of leg. You guys like legs, right? Of course you do. Of course you like legs. So because of that, this might sound very peculiar. Actually, no. Or wait. Well, I'm going to smash. Smash. I'm going to smash. Hitmonchan. While apparently doing nothing, it fires its punches violently. It's a fighter. Hitmonchan is a fighter. Hitmonchan is a fighter, and I like that. So I'll smash. Lickitung. Its tongue can be extended like a chameleon. It leaves a tingling sensation when it licks enemies. Oh. All I'm going to say is I kind of do want that. Smash. Smash. Big smash. Coughing. Pokemon number 109 of 1025. By the way, let's say you guys that maybe we get to like 150 Pokemon, maybe, or maybe 130, and then I think for today I think for today That'll be good, and then we can finish this off some other day. Hopefully, hopefully, with not as many technical issues as today. um, but yeah, we'll continue this on another day because I technically have other things that that I have to get done today. But coughing though, pass. I don't want to be coughed on salaciously. Wheezing. I don't know. I don't want to be wheezed on. I don't want to be just like I don't want to smash a Pokemon that's going to feel like that's just like the entire time they're just like I don't want, so I'm gonna pass. Rhyhorn, a very beefy boy rhinoceros. I don't want to smash a rhinoceros, let alone a big beefy one. He looks very neat. I have a lot of respect for Rhyhorn, but I'm going to pass. Rhydon. Protected by an armor like hide, it is capable of living in molten lava of 3600 degrees. Doesn't he kind of look like that one Pokemon, that one water Pokemon that I smashed? The Nido Queen, I think. But he's rock. I'm going to say pass, just because rocks tends to be painful to smash. Chainsea, a rare and elusive Pokemon that is said to bring happiness to those who manage to get it. Okay, hear me out. I would like Chainsea, but as a companion. Just like with the seal and all of them, I want to give this one a head pat and tell it that it's doing a good job, but I don't want to smash it. Tangela. Tangela. The whole body is swathed with wide vines that are similar to seaweed. Its vines shake as it walks. Oh. So this is kind of one of the, so if you have ever wanted to smash Medusa as a Pokemon, well then this is Tangela. The only difference is you don't get turned to stone. But he's not a poison type, so odds are the snakes he's not a poison type, so odds are the snakes that are on their head are grass snakes. You know, snakes that likely aren't dangerous or poisonous. So, you know what? For the sake of science, of maybe possibly figuring out what's under, I'm going to smash. Kangaskhan. The infant rarely ventures out of its mother's protective pouch until it is 3 years old. Oh, it's like a very big kangaroo that can't jump. So a roo, or a kang. It's just a kang. It's a kang. It's a kang. I'm going to pass. I don't want to smash a kang. Horsey. It again, like Zubat and Rattata, and it's basically just a seahorse. Again, just like them, it's just a seahorse. I don't want to smash a seahorse, so I don't want to smash a seahorse, so I'm going to pass. Seadra. Capable of swimming backwards by rapidly flapping its wings like pectoral fins, and stout fail. But again, it's just basically a very beefy seahorse. Path. Goldine. Literally a goldfish. I don't want to smash a goldfish. I don't think that would be. I don't think that would be wise. I don't think that would. I don't think that would be very I don't think that would be very I don't think that would be very morally alright. Because we can't deny that this is basically a goldfish, basically. So we're going to pass. Same with the Sea King. We're going to pass on Sea King. Staryu. A starfish. A starfish. I don't want that. Okay, no, we're not smashing the starfish. Pass. We're not smashing Starmie either. Pass. That's a starfish. Mr. Mime. Oh boy. Oh, golly gee. Golly gee, goodness gracious. We have finally got to one that is quite a contentious topic. Quite contentious. Would you guys want to smash Mr. Mime? Is that good? Would you guys be willing to smash Mr. Mime of all Pokemon? Mr. Mime, if interrupted while it is miming, it will slap around the offender with its broad hands. Oh, okay. Still going to pass, but still going to pass. Mr. Mime triggers my. Oh yeah, that's the fear of clowns, huh? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Obviously, anybody who isn't into a clown, and who obviously isn't into clowns or mimes, won't be very keen on Mr. Mime. But Scyther on the other hand, that's debatable. Not for me though, because Scyther is also another one of my favorite Pokemon, and I've seen what his blade hands do, and it is not pretty. So I'm going to pass. Jinx. I'm going to respectfully pass on Jinx. Mainly because it's sort of kind of like, see, Jinx is psychic. She's one of those that you kind of have to have trust with, and I just don't think we're there yet. Electabuzz. Normally found near power plants, they can wander away and cause major blackouts in cities. Okay, I'm going to pass. I don't like blackouts. I don't like blackouts. What happened? I don't like blackouts. I very much like electricity. I'm afraid of electricity, but I very much like the benefits of electricity. And I feel if I'm with that Pokemon, he will just cause problems. But next, Magmar. Its body always burns with an orange glow that enables it to hide perfectly among flames. Pass. He seems painful. Pinsir! No, pass. I don't think I need to say why Pinsir is a pass. I think that is very obvious. Tauros. That's a bull. No, pass. Magikarp. That's yet another fish. Pass. But now Gyarados, though. Oh, Gyarados. That's a smash if I've ever seen one. And I think for today that should be, I think for today that's where I'm going to leave it at. We got through, as you can see, we got through 131 Pokemon. That's pretty good. We got through 131 Pokemon. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. 18 smashes, 112 passes. Still so many to go. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if the next stream will be another Pokemon Smash, or if I'll just do that at some point later. But that will definitely finish all 1,000. We definitely will. I just slowly. We need to take our time with it. We can't rush it. So for sure, we will finish all 1,000 Pokemon. Because I actually don't even know if we've even made it into the second gen yet. But as I said, I don't know if we'll do this next week, maybe, but hopefully with not as many technical issues. But for now, I think this is a good saving point. Lapras, Lapras is based. Yeah. I think we'll see. We'll see if we do this again. We'll see if we do this again next week. But that we'll do it. We'll do it. I want to thank all of you guys, all of you that decided to join in to Smash and Pass with me. Some of you had some very, very neat little answers on what you would smash and what you would pass. Some with some very very intriguing reasoning, if I might say. And we got so much more to get through. But yeah, this was really fun. Aside from the technical issues, but this was really fun. Sorry if I was a little bit of a jumbled mess. The start of the stream had me a little bit stressed out because of all that, the late start and all that, and so I kind of got a little overwhelmed. I'm not going to lie. I got a little stressed and overwhelmed, and I almost panicked. But I kept it together. I kept a cool head, and look at what we did. We did, as I said, 131 Pokemon, with so many more left to do. But real quick, if I might be so bold to ask, what's like a for sure smash for you guys? What's a Pokemon that for sure you guys would smash? Undoubtedly, without a doubt. I'm very curious. I saw some people smash Seal. I saw some smashes for Poliwag. I even saw some smashes for Onyx. Somehow in the end. But yeah, I'm very curious to know what's like an undoubtedly smashable Pokemon to you guys. Anyway, I should probably get going. I got some things to do. I have a lot of things to do, actually. And this was very fun. As I said, you guys were lovely. I cannot begin to tell you guys I cannot begin to express my gratitude for your guys' patience. And let's hopefully do this again soon. Okay? Until next time. Until next time. Until next time, I will keep asking questions. I will keep finding answers for science. And you too. Keep asking questions. Keep asking questions. Okay. Keep asking questions. And, keep asking questions. Keep finding answers. And have a plaptastic day.